Hello students, this year we had a single question from world history in GS paper 1 and the question was, the French Revolution had enduring relevance to contemporary world, explain. This was a question which was supposed to be answered in 250 words and the key words in the question would be French Revolution, relevance to contemporary world from the context of the tail word explain. Now let's discuss how we are supposed to write the answer. In the introduction part, you give a simple introduction about French Revolution, saying that French Revolution was an influential socio-political upheaval. Within brackets, you can mention the timeline also, 1789 to 1799. Influential socio-political upheaval in the late 18th century France. And this dismantled absolute monarchy and aristocratic privileges. At the same time, it introduced new concepts of nation, state, and citizenship. You can conclude the introduction saying that thus it marked the beginning of the new political era. The introduction has to be very short and crisp, let's say within 25-30 words. Now when it comes to the body, we will focus on a few important points and their relevance to the contemporary world. The points could be popular sovereignty, universal rights, secularism and rational governance, gender and social justice, Napoleon and his legal legacy, last but not the least, global inspirations. Now we'll focus on these aspects and see how to construct the body. Under popular sovereignty, you can write French Revolution rejected divine monarchy and it affirmed popular sovereignty. The principle of popular sovereignty was inspired from Rousseau's social contract. Now, how is it relevant to the modern world? Because this principle of popular sovereignty is the foundation of modern democracies of the world. amid the discussions about authoritarian regimes in countries such as China, Russia, this idea stays relevant, which means the French Revolution is also relevant to the contemporary world. The second perspective should be that of universal rights. Under universal rights, we can mention ideals such as liberty, equality, fraternity. They inspired declaration of the rights of man and citizen during the French Revolution in the year 1789. Now, drawing on this concept, the United Nations came up with Universal Declaration of Human Rights in the year 1948. These ideals such as liberty, equality, fraternity are also echoed in the preamble of Indian Constitution. In the contemporary movements for racial justice, gender equality, and you can say LGBTQ rights, we can see the resonance of these ideas. That was the second perspective. The third perspective would be secularism and rational governance. Here, all of you know that clerical dominance was curbed by the French Revolution. We can also say that religion was separated from politics. Thus, the French Revolution gave the blueprint of the secular state. This concept is essentially significant. The concept of secular state is essentially significant in countries having plural societies, especially countries like India, where religion state balance is debated. The next perspective should be that of gender and social justice. During the French Revolution, there was a development due to a feminist called Olympe de Gouges. She came up with declaration of the rights of women and female citizen in 1791. This was a huge inspiration for the later feminist movements, even the feminist movements of today. Also, we can talk about abolition of slavery during the French Revolution, which led to anti-slavery movements. For example, you can quote Haitian Revolution. So you can also quote French Revolution from the perspective of social justice. The next point was Napoleon and his legal legacy. All of you know Napoleon came with Napoleonic Code in the year 1804. This Napoleonic Code institutionalized equality before law, meritocracy, and secular civil administration. Due to Napoleonic Code, these revolutionary ideals got embedded into modern legal systems across the world. So the influence of the French Revolution can be felt later also. The last perspective was global inspiration. You can say French Revolution led to Latin American independence, anti-colonial struggles, a series of revolutions in the 19th century Europe, leading to the establishment of countries such as Germany, Italy. It also inspired freedom movements across the world, including Indian freedom movement. Thus, from the above discussion, you can say that French Revolution was not just an event, it was a paradigm shift. Which revolutionized, you can say, politics, governance, citizenship, and rights. You can conclude the answer telling that the French Revolution is a living legend, and we still refer to this due to the modern ideals which I have quoted earlier, and to deliver justice, to ensure democracy, as well as human dignity. The French Revolution stays relevant to the contemporary world of the 21st century. That's how you should conclude your answer. If you have written an answer like that, you will get the maximum marks possible, and you should have made sure that you have not overshot the word limit by a huge margin. I hope this was of some help to you, and thank you.